Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Last time, a pack of kids decided to run off into the abandoned mines, which were abandoned because of a mine collapse. You know, like the absolute fucking idiots they are. So naturally, upon seeing this, Stella and Kanika decided to run off into the mines after them. While I, the only one not a reckless bozo around here, elected to stay back and get reinforcements of someone who probably actually knows her way around the mines. And here we are, waiting for her. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements.
Huh. You actually waited for me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything, Tabitha. I just want a kiss for being such a damn good boy.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I have waited? Do I need to explain that to you? You haven't exactly been reliable since you've gotten here.
Oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs.
Sure, okay. You've worn me down. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way.
Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness.
Guess we got no choice. Follow her and enter the mine. Alright. Since you seem so confident acting as a guide, this should allow us to make great time. Hopefully enough to make up for the time lost waiting for you, you slowpoke. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect. The air thick and wet. Oh my. A thick and wet tunnel, eh? The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. This is a rare place where your well-muscled frame feels like it might be more of a hindrance than a help. Mayhap. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? Because deep down you like being a curmudgeon? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people? 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. Not making me feel better about having to come down here, but alright. You've spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. I guess. You'd be surprised what people can know. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock, echoing from deeper in the mine. A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. I can't say I blame them. Is that the right text there? It sounds like rocks shifting somewhere deeper in the mine. We should be careful. Indeed. Tommyknockers, my sweet Aunt Fanny. Have you not been careful up until this point? Did I give you my whole tragedies of the past spiel for nothing? Oh, shut up, Tabitha. Come on. It came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. First of all, we weren't sent by your dad. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. Well, if the spooky stuff is going on in town, then surely being away from it is a good idea. We're not kids. Yes, you are. But that's a definitional argument, and thus not one worth arguing about. Yeah, we're teens. Now, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you even get those? Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her, aside from the fact that she's always hated me. It's probably a political thing. Don't let it get to you. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together. That was years ago, so who knows? Actually, yeah, that might also be the case. Once someone has one reason to dislike you, they'll start looking for others. Including, say, political ones. What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. Oh, maybe that's the reason why. I respect her. But don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. Huh. Fair enough, I guess. Well, she thinks you're exploiting your workers. I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. Well, it might be. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. I think she just hates our family. She doesn't know our family. She knows me. Barely. I mean it more in the sense that she hates what our family represents. This town has a bloody history to it, and coal is a dirty business. And? It doesn't mean it's my fault. I never said it was reasonable for her to feel that way. What am I supposed to do? Close the mine and let everyone lose their jobs? Yes. You're right, it's not fair. It isn't, but it's fine. No offense, but you are a little rough around the edges. That doesn't mean she has to give me a hard time. You're right, she doesn't. Thanks. I've all but given up on other people understand me anyways. It doesn't matter. Have you tried talking to her? No. Even if I tried, it's not like she'd listen. Probably. Is that an excuse not to try? Look, I've kind of given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Well, if you respect her, isn't that all the more reason to try? You know? Maybe the shared danger will bring you two together. Or maybe it'll give you reason to hate her as well. Who knows? Either's good. Okay, but wait, hang on. What happened between you and Stella anyways? You are extremely nosy, aren't you? But fine. What can I say? The woman has a fascination with me. We spent a fair bit of time together back in high school, but that's over, and she doesn't seem to get it. She never seemed to understand that I have responsibilities. And it's like every time I try to get her to leave me alone, it just makes her want to infiltrate my life even more. Yeah, I feel you. Let's just move on, alright? Those troublemakers are close. Let's move on. They're close. Look at these bozos. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engage Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Okay then. What kind of revisionist history have you been listening to? Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis. He got promoted last month. Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh shit. Oh shit indeed. Oh hey Tabby. Hey Joe Bob. We thought we'd lost you there. Nope, I was just calling for reinforcements. Or reinforcement. Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Hey, fuck you, Kanika. She's the only person whose number I have that I think would actually be able to get here in time to help. And she probably knows these mines better than anyone. Why am I even justifying myself to you, Kanika? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us. Yeah. And bringing in someone who can fire some of their dads is certainly gonna be a bit more persuasive. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. I wish you weren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt it. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Ah, come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. He's about to do something incredibly stupid, isn't he? Yup. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps the strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane. Cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. Yes, that's the problem here. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. Wow. Keep stroking her dick, why don't you? Enough! The damage's already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? But this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. And I would like to see the sun again before I die. Ah, come on you guys, maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. You're not helping, Stella. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, well, with the whole ditchling thing. But outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? Oh, I don't know. The owner of this place that they are trespassing in? Mayhap. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind not a clear enough message for you? I mean, I would defend her in this situation, considering we're acting to protect children and all that, but Stella is not exactly helping right now, so fuck her. Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. How quickly the turns table. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Ha. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. We've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in the back room. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. Huh. You got something going on in your home, Zane? Oh no. This is about your house being haunted, isn't it? No. What fresh hell is this? Oh my god. Did my dad tell you that? Actually, Pixel told me. My cat? It's a long story. Bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Yeah, kinda, Zane. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. Well, there's something going on there, you know? I mean, what was that about the blood leaking from the floorboards or some shit? Something going on there. Just wish you would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You know, adults can also believe in superstitions, Rosalina. Maybe he just genuinely believes there's a ghost. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Yeah, you tell him, Tabitha. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She sleeps with stuffed animals. Wow, you're just throwing out shit on everyone, aren't you, Becca? You think making fun of everyone around you makes you look more mature than them? Is putting other people down the only way you can pull yourself up? That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? I rest my case. Man, fuck you, Becca. Wait, what did you say about child labor? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it isn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar is lying to you. Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. Oh, it has a voice. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Yeah, I'll bet you like that. Good for you. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or crushed by rocks or meets any one of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. And horrible collapse in 3, 2, 1. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've gotta check it out. Or, it's rocks in the walls shifting because this place is about to collapse! Stella! I know. But weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. You're right about the stakes being high. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along too. You guys are going after something spooky. Count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. God, you are the absolute worst, Stella. How are you somehow worse than the literal fucking children? Probably would have. Forget leaving Tabitha behind. I wish we had been able to had the option to leave you behind. It will not. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha. Something like the shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. Oh, right. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Wink at Rosalina and gesture towards the tunnel. That's a spectacularly terrible idea. Stop arguing, you knuckleheads. The teens are slipping away. Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there. Becca and Alexis, stop trying to get us killed. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. Ugh. I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. Oh. Alright. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Unbelievable. No, I can believe it. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Yeah. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. Never been able to get these hips through there. Oh. So you've been wandering around these mines then, have you? No wonder you've got a lifetime ban from this place. It's probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please. I am literally begging you. No, I bet she'd like to see you begging her, but not in this context. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, there's just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Well, if I'm right, and this place starts collapsing around us, and we manage to escape with all the children still alive and not horribly mangled, maybe this place will collapse entirely and we won't have to deal with it anymore. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry Rosalina, I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever, come on Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Into the ground. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. I mean, you're going above and beyond here. It'd be kind of ridiculous for them to sue you even if you were nowhere near. But you know how these pagans are. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Joe Bob. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah! More one-on-one cousin bonding time. The best time. Yeah, sure. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot. So my time here is up. Alright then. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Alright. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway. The service down here sucks. Well, imagine that. The service sucks down below tons of rock. Also, I am judging you for being a slave to dailies. Dailies are a cheap tactic for games designed by con artists. Then again, you're playing games on your phone, so that was already a given. What about you, girl? Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. Don't make me ask you twice. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if we let you stay down here any longer. Besides, you don't want to look any more uncool in front of them. Okay. Can I at least wait outside? Yeah, we can wait outside together. Understandable. Worried about your friends and all that. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. No, I am not calling you a good boy, Stella. Get the fuck out of my mind. Come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Ugh. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. I'll just kill you. I've read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Should we get some professionals down here? Are we biting off more than we can chew? I am a professional. I'd also prefer to resolve this issue without word getting out if possible. Again, I don't want to deal with angry parents trying to sue me for their own negligence. Inspiring. Oh, don't worry, Joe Bob. It'll be fun. And safe. Shut up, Stella. I'm sure that's exactly what you told him last night. And we all know how that ended. Indeed. Stella, don't push Tabitha's boundaries like that. I don't need you to fight my battles for me, Joe Bob. It's fine. Stella can tag along. There's no way around it. It isn't just those kids. Something is calling out to us from down below. Noted. Well, that response is a bit different. Tabitha, do you... Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me? I am a formidable and self-sufficient monster hunting companion. Haha, yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want to repeat it last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon. Oh, I thought she was just gonna say hopefully. For sure. It won't be long. One can only hope. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. For what? Okay. Kanika, Miles, Zane, and Rosalina head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teams. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. In a mine, where 1,000 dumbasses shine. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? That's interesting. We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around.
There is logic in what he says.
Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Oh. For all your faults, you've got impeccable comedic timing, Becca. Oh, that's great. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kinda cool. I like that River Runner video. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? What, you think selling out would make her more cool? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Anyway, plenty of YouTubers don't have sponsors. And the ones that do are the scum of the earth. Kill them. Kill them all, dear viewers. Go out there and kill every last... Anyway. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? Is she the face of coolness among the youth in this town? Stranger things have happened. I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. Yeah, that's probably why they think you're cool. I don't know, you kinda hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you, doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Dang, Stella. Meat Rice, TM? That's a big deal. What the fuck is Meat Rice, anyway? Or is that Beatrice? Like Beatrice? Probably not. Wait. Is this one of those things where they're like growing animal cells using decelled plant structures? Or is it just like meat, some sort of dish including meat and rice? Or is it meat shaped into rice? Or is it rice shaped into meat? I don't know. It could still be Beatrice, but I doubt it, judging by that capitalization. They're on like every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. Feels like a really big step for the channel. Alright, press on. You quietly press on. Another knock. Closer. Interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Followed by another. Is it just me? Or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you.
I really don't like that knocking.
Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? No. It was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear, I saw something. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. That sounds just the active mine echoing through the walls, right? Nah, it's Tommyknockers. I'm sure of it. It's not Tommyknockers. That being said, it's definitely not the active mine. We use a machine these days and it sounds nothing like that. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine. Which is also bad, for obvious reasons. Yeah, that was my intuition. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet up back with us? Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here, where everything joins back up. Assuming it hasn't shifted. I can't believe they're making us do this. They'd better get grounded when this is all said and done. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Look on the bright side, Joe Bob. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. And a golden opportunity to die horribly. Tabitha glares at Stella. Yes, my thoughts exactly. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. Oh, that's real fucking comforting. Wish we brought some rope. Then again, where would we secure it? Well, we got a rope and a stake and a hammer. We could tie it to the stake and then beat the stake into one of those cracks. Not sure if that would be any more trustworthy than the goddamn ladder, though. So wood or metal? What kind of metal? In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else, the quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. Oh. Bloody hell, this better not be a shifting mounds type situation. I don't want to deal with another grasping entity. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. And it sounds like they're still down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. But take a look around you. The city has gone mad. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow them down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Hey kids! Oh great, the adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice. Becca, is needing to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? What? What are you talking about? Give me a break. The whole time we've been down here, you've done nothing but tear down every single person around you. The only people who do that are people who are afraid of themselves. Leave. Now. Whatever. Ugh. This isn't fun anymore. Fine. We'll leave. Thanks, Joe Bob. Whoa, good job. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Step forward. Apparently I have no choice. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you feel it. But you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Joe Bob? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. What in the goddamn? You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. What is that? What is wrong? What was that in the wood? It's sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Couldn't afford. Is that just... Is he simply speaking of money matters, or something else? Joe Bob! Joe Bob, are you alright? Oh, thank God. You're alive. It looks like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. Me and Tabby, huh? What are you? I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Yeah, sure. Leave us alone and unconscious in the middle of a mine. That seems like the best choice. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place. The sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. We are leaving quickly! I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick! Up that ladder! You don't need to tell me twice! You don't even need to tell me once! Up, and out! This way! Come on! Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Follow her! You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. And yet, so far. Push through. And there it is. Freedom. You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance, just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Never a dull moment, eh, Tabitha? Pro babysitter, stop Rosalie from slipping off in the mines. Huh. Holy shit! You're okay. Thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. Yeah, suspiciously close even. We could have all died in there! What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Oh, fuck off, Becca. Becca, shut up! Yeah, you tell her, Alexis. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit! They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did! And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, now here come the guilt trips. You fucking coward. No, enough! No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can! Screw all of you! Should we go after her? No, fuck her. No, let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week, maybe a month. Maybe the rest of my life. You're probably exaggerating. But even if that were true, well, that's just her being a hypocrite after all. Wasn't she the one talking about not letting anyone boss you around? It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you two home. I've already texted your parents and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. What a shit show, eh, Tabitha? I'm going to get my car, and then we're going home. Tabby? Tabitha leaves toward the active mine without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kamika. We sure dodged a bullet tonight, didn't we? Yeah, thank God you noticed him sneaking off. You were incredible down in the pit, too. Can't believe you left me down there. Lay off her. What was she supposed to have done? Dragged your unconscious body up that rickety old ladder? No, Kanika, it's okay. I'm sorry. I had no idea how long you'd be out of commission. I had to get help. Hey, at least you're alive, right? Ditchlings. Something's telling me that this was only the beginning of our ditchling problem. I want to say we averted whatever disaster they're here for, but I think I have to agree. Nobody even got hurt tonight. I can't imagine how bad things might actually get. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? Well, they say once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is enemy action. Then again, they also say bad things come in 3s, so perhaps by that point it'll be too late. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. The Scarlets caused the old collapse. Charles Shaw was set up. No way. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just auto-suggestion. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Joe Bob and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. But if that was a true vision, then, well, that's just yet more evidence for why you should take everything in history with a massive heaping grain of salt. There's 4 sides to every situation. Your side, their side, the side the historians write down, and then there's the truth. The entities in the mines. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Did you not see them? Oh, I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile from some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual, bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about that cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. Heh. Maybe it was made by the miners down there. Or maybe it was the reason why they felt like they couldn't afford to wait for better wood. Who knows? Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well. I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. What happens now? It looks like Tabitha's back. I better drive these kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day and I need it to be over. Yeah, you said it, Tabitha. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Joe Bob? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. It does seem like I end up in extremely dangerous situations every time I hang out with you. Yes. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. Are you kidnapping me? Don't be ridiculous. I'm taking you home. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to her car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. What a day, eh? What a goddamn day. Well, I was right about the mine collapse, and I was right about having to rescue kids from the mine. Not right about the order, though. And I don't know what the fuck was up with Stella back there. Just acting like a crazy person. So, yeah. Today we went out there in search of answers and just got more fucking questions. Aside from a couple of answers to questions we weren't even going out there to ask. And we got to have some lovely bonding time with our cousin, being the only fucking adults in the room, and nearly dying together because of weird shit. Weird shit that only affected us, the only Scarlets in the room. Weird shit that I think Tabitha knows a lot more about than she's letting on. She's been through these mines before, after all, even to that very area. And when I warned her earlier about premonitions of what I assume was precisely that, she seemed like she believed me. Just what do you know, Tabitha? What do you know? And what do you think you know? I don't know. But at least we'll be sure. Sure of what, exactly? I don't know. What a fucking day. But without any further ado, there has been quite a lot. I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave an empty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long, suckers.